Well, I think it's the typical malicious disinformation that they're spreading, throwing slanders and calumny and disinformation about what is actually unfolding in Cuba, which I think would argue is a very profound democratic process involving intense participation as a historic moment is taking place. The generation that made the Cuban Revolution and consolidated is now handing the torch, the baton, so to speak, to the generations born during and within the revolution. And I think it's important to understand they often treat the Cuban political system as if it's some static, regimented entity. It's always been renovated by the Cuban people at very specific moments to make it consistent with the needs or the challenges of the conditions and the circumstances they find themselves in, i.e. to empower the people. And that's no easy task given the kind of world we're living in. So I think one of the things they've done is constantly to create sort of like a myth about Cuba in which it's so focused on Fidel Castro or Raul Castro, ignoring the institutions and operate and ignoring the role of the people in basically guiding the revolution and in terms of the people establishing the consensus time and time again to defend independence, social justice, sovereignty, and self-determination.
What do you think about the importance of representatives who are mostly regular citizens rather than career politicians?
Well, I think this is one of the hallmarks of the Cuban political process. It's ordinary citizens, not the rich, not the plutocrats, who find themselves in office and who find themselves directing society's decisions and policies. So I think the fact that this is a National Assembly and a Council of State that's drawn from the people really demonstrate the popular character of the Cuban political system. What's also interesting about this particular Council of State is people have spoken about the fact that more than 50% of Cuba's National Assembly delegates are females. The Council of State is a very important body, this very important authoritative body. Over 50%, or that is 16 of the 31 members, are women. And we've also seen the promotion of Salvador Mesa Valdez, an Afro-Cuban, to one of the highest positions in the Cuban state.